All right, we'll just start in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the Bot Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Tucker.
I'm your co-host, Chris, aka Beach Sheriff. Today we're going to be talking about not even top. I was thinking different things. Stuff about us that
Wrong
questions
week.
that co-hosts got together. Fuck, dude. That
Man.
Tucker got together.
Wow. Haven't even been going 30 seconds.
I know. My throat's not doing so good, so that's what it is.
Gotcha.
That's what I'll put it on.
This week will be a little bit different, as Chris was trying to say. This week's going to be more of an introduction type topic or episode per se. So it's going to be a lot of questions about ourselves and kind of give you guys a baseline of where we're at now. And then next week we'll get into our actual topics of discussion.
Getting to know us a little bit more.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's start with that, Chris. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
5'11", straight, sexy, peak man. Honestly, if you could put it into words.
All right, stop lying. Go ahead and actually start telling us about yourself.
Scale.
Yeah.
My name is Chris, as I said before. Grew up in small towns, back and forth. Lived in 27 different houses in 20 different places. I finally got a house, so I think I'm gonna stay here for a while before I move again. Got a beautiful beard. Got four siblings, I believe. I really don't know how many I have. I don't talk to them.
Damn.
I love to play Xbox. That's mainly what I do. Overwatch, any competitive type scene, anything that makes you just want to break a fucking controller, that's what I'm playing.
Fair enough.
And I'll get into the type of more in detail in the type of what games I like and all that in a later video when we bring up our top 20, which will be coming out soonish. Whenever we can get that done, though.
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'll get more into detail when we talk about the questions.
I was about to say that's a pretty good introduction.
What about you? Yeah.
What is there to talk about me? Well, my name's Tucker. As I put out, I waved with the hand that's off screen. Hey, my name's Tucker. Well, high five. Boom. There. Anyways, I'm 19 years old. Basically lived in the same town my entire life. We moved here when I was 3, so I haven't moved around or anything as a kid. Yeah. I remember moving here when I was 3. I do remember that specifically. I remember the house with no furniture in it. It was weird. But, yeah, we've been living here since I was 3, so I went to school here. I'm going to school here still. I'm a wannabe streamer. Working on getting them views and followers up.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm at. All right, so I do have some pretty generic questions here that I'll ask off. So, Chris, I'll just shoot the first one. I'll just shoot the first one at you that I have on here.
All right.
Question 1: What made you want to start streaming on Twitch?
I was literally watching a video one day, and it was just about I think it was a YouTube video of people come on like Q&A, and a YouTuber constantly getting asked so much about how do I start YouTube? How do I start Twitch? And it was just like the guy was like, if you got a camera, you have an Xbox, you have a PC, just start streaming. It's that easy. Get a capture recorder, cheap one for like $100 less at the time.
Yeah, a cheap one for $100, you know, because that's cheap. Yeah, that's cheap.
If you work for it, though, you can easily get that as a kid. Like, do a couple of yard work or whatever.
Yeah, for cheap.
Yeah, cheap. But I was like, man, I want to do that. And I was super lazy about it before, and it was also a lot harder before. Because back then on the 360, there was no streaming stuff. Twitch was just coming out. Like, that was like kind of still newish. So when I got my own place and was able to get a computer, I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna play a game, I might as well stream it. And who knows, hopefully I can get affiliated, and hopefully maybe I can get partnered, but I didn't know how the partner program worked, and it was so difficult. It's so hard to get partnered, but I did get affiliated. Uh, but yeah, I saw the opportunity. I'm like, man, let's. I mean, might as well. If you're gonna do it, might as well stream, and get viewers from it. I mean, and hopefully at one point get paid for it. I mean, let's be
Right.
honest. If you're not streaming for, you're not those anyone who says they're just streaming for fun, like they're straight up lying to you. I mean, you're doing it so eventually you get to a point where you can do it for fun.
Damn, way to
So,
call me out.
oh God. All right. Now, what about you? How did you get into streaming?
So I got into streaming a little bit differently. I originally started when I started just pushing out content in general. I originally started as just editing YouTube videos. Like the first three videos that I have on my channel are me building my computer and me playing some games, and then a Sea of Thieves video part one. Never finished the rest of it, but I got the part one. But I figured out
Such great
very,
videos.
oh yeah, I figured out very quickly that I didn't have the time that I wanted to be able to edit videos and just sit down and be able to make decent quality content and upload it on YouTube. So my next like way to go about still being able to push out content and doing something I enjoy was just to stream it. So I'd stream it, I'd record it, and then I'd upload the entire stream that I had to YouTube. So I was still being able to upload stuff, edit out like highlight videos if I wanted to, but I was still able to push out that content like I wanted to. It was just I was doing it as a live stream more as a YouTube video.
Oh
So
yeah. And
I just didn't have the time like I wanted to be able to just sit down and edit stuff. I
yeah,
couldn't commit that
editing
time.
takes forever.
It
I've only
takes
edited two
so long.
videos, and it was
Well,
the
so
worst.
the longer you do it, the easier it gets. That is a saying that you could say for literally anything in life. The longer you do something, the easier it's going to become, the faster you can do it. The first
Yeah.
video that I ever edited took me days.
Yeah.
Days. At
Oh,
just
see,
so many days, almost a full week to
I
edit
edited
to put
one
it out.
video, and it took me
It was
two
so
hours,
cringy.
and I was like, "This is I'm done.
Yeah.
This takes way too long."
It was so cringy the first thing I put out cuz like I was just learning how to use an editing software. So like I went in, there were so many like cringy transitions of like lightning striking the screen to transition to the next screen. I
Oh,
had like
jeez.
bonk sound effects
I
in
feel like
places to transition. It was so cringy, but it was just me basically learning what the heck this video software was that I was using and how to use it.
I don't
So
know how you felt with that, but I mean, with me when I first did it, for some reason, like I had that school mindset of like I have to somehow make this into like a slideshow type situation. Even though it's
I
a video, I'm like I need to make it screen to screen,
yeah.
something else, and it has to be like woo and show
Yeah.
up in there.
No, I feel that I was definitely along the same line. Any time that it had to transition to something else, I always had to have some sort of visual effect to do that transition because like that
Yeah,
I was thinking to myself like, all right, well, it's transitioning to the next slide. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, I got to do
yeah,
that over here. It's transitioning to the next slide, so I got to make sure that I have that visual effect of it transitioning on to the next screen.
yeah. It was so weird when like how going to school and like okay slideshows, and then you leave high school
Dude, school
and you're
was
like
chock
I
full of
no
them.
longer need slideshows.
Like, holy slideshows. Any project, slideshow.
Yeah,
Make a slideshow of your favorite book. I think that's one that we did. Your favorite video game.
yeah.
Other random BS that they would have you do. It was just, you know what? Make a slideshow on that. Make a slideshow on that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's your
Um,
Chromebook. Make a
my
slideshow on
whole
that.
my school did a something called a senior project where at the end of the year, your whole senior year is built on the senior project. And you had to do a slideshow at the end of the year based on all this information you did literally through the whole year. And you also had to have these like big like binder things. Parents and people from the town and nearby towns would come in and look at your information. Um, which mine was on how video games do not cause school violence, and that was a very hot topic,
Mm.
especially since it was one of the most like difficult school shootings around that time. I can't think of the name, if there was a special name for it or whatever, or if they just named it after the school. But they like that whole thing was just like huge in the slideshows, and after that, I was like, I'm never doing a slideshow again, never, ever again.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah, we never did any of that. Matter of fact, senior year was probably my laziest year of my life. Um,
Lucky.
yeah, it was, dude. It was nice. Like I waking up, getting there barely on time. It's like any of the memes that you see nowadays about freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Like freshman year, really into it. Sophomore year, the cool kid.
Yeah.
Junior year, feeling like I have to be the perfect student, and then senior year is like, dude, okay, bro. I'm so tired.
Breeze.
I'm gonna go to this, and then I'm gonna go home and take a 3 hour nap, and then I'm gonna go to work. Like that's just how it went. I also didn't have a 7th hour, so I'd go to my 6th hour, and then I got to go home. Yeah,
Wow.
dude, so nice, so nice. Anyways, to get back on topic here, we kind of drifted off a little bit. So that answered the first question. Let's move on to the
Mhm.
second question. When did you actually start streaming? Like, what age did you actually start streaming?
Oh, it was like 20, I think 24, maybe 23 to 25. Like it's in between that
Damn,
area. I
someone's
remember.
old.
I know, 28. Uh, like it was in anywhere between that era. Like I don't remember exactly. Like if I started doing it and I stopped and I picked it back up, but it was somewhere around there. It was a little bit before COVID, I believe, and
Mm,
that was like what 2020, beginning of 2020. So
something like that.
yeah, what is it, 2023?
I don't know. That whole thing was a blur. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so almost like 4 years ago. So yeah, I
Four
think it was like,
years? No shot. It
yeah.
was not 4 years ago. There
No,
ain't
I'm
no
saying I
way.
started before COVID.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, dude,
So
COVID was not 4 years ago.
it was
Don't
three
even get me
years
started.
ago.
Oh, that's
It
so weird to
started,
think about.
yeah, it's
It's
almost
so
been
weird.
4 years if you think about it.
So weird.
Yeah, it was around there. Like I said, I picked it up, so I think I dropped it for a little bit and was like, this is weird because I didn't know where to go to. And then I
Right.
finally found Steam Labs, which
Yeah.
is the superior. If you're like me and you're a little slow and need it simplified for you, it's the best. Steam Labs is amazing for that, and it's helped out with this doing this.
Oh,
How we're
100%.
doing it now too. So, how
Without
about you?
Streamlabs, this would have been a joke. I tried streaming with OBS, and I'm not gonna lie, like OBS is nicer in the sense of it's built around if you already know what you're doing, then it's perfect because
Yeah,
you're gonna know where everything is. It's very defined in the fact of like you can change whatever you want on OBS. You just need to know where it's at. Problem is, I don't know where anything's at on there. So I also use
yeah.
Streamlabs for streaming
That
and
and
recording.
that's what I was trying to tell you. Switch it over because there's just so much. Like if you don't know how to do the streaming at the beginning,
Yeah,
you get in that and you're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
right.
Eyes are. Ugh.
Dude, me
I
too.
just woke up, so
I've been fighting
we're
the
both
entire
tired.
time. I've been fighting not to rub my eyes the entire time.
I, my
I've
eyes
been
get
sitting here
really.
just like,
I get a weird thing with my eyes if they start yawning. If I start yawning and start watering, it actually burns my eyes real bad. Like it feels like someone's burning my eyes. I don't know what the issue is with that. I might
you're
need to
going
go see a
blind.
doctor. I
You're gonna
cry.
die.
I cry fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
That's a simple answer. If you ask
That's my
Bing, you're
su-
dead
That's
already.
my super. That's my superpower, dude. Superman, Batman,
Dude, I
I
love I love those
fire eye.
memes. I love those memes where it's like you ask Google about a symptom you have and it's like, "Oh yeah, you probably just have a cold." And then you ask Bing, "You're dead. Get in."
You actually been dead for 2 days.
Yeah, for real. It's like you're going to die. That's it. Game over.
Um. So
Uncurable disease.
so how did you like when did you start?
Oh, okay. So okay, help me remember. So Xbox years ago used to have a streaming software of their own that you could use. What was that called? Do you remember
For
that?
which one? Oh, for the Xbox One?
Yeah, do you remember
It's
that?
Mixer.
Mixer,
Mixer.
that's what it was. So
Mixer.
I originally, and it wasn't, didn't like actually designate it, but I tried once or twice using Mixer. Um, those years ago. I don't even remember how many years ago that was.
That was around probably 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
It was somewhere around there, and like I said, it wasn't at that time. I wasn't doing it as like I want to stream. It was more of a joke, as like, let's see what this is, because like at that point, that was the point where I started to realize like I enjoy making content that other people find enjoyable. So I'm gonna click this little button right here, and me and my little, how old was I? I don't know, 4 years ago, like 14, 15-year-old self was like, I'm going to stream. People are going to watch. And lo and behold, no one did. But
I mean, hey,
but that's like the first time that I actually like tried streaming. I didn't actually like designate and actually like get into streaming until just, I mean, I want to say maybe a year ago. That's probably when I started. That's about the time that I started editing YouTube videos and then starting to get into Twitch. So it's probably, if I had to say like actually seriously start streaming, that's only been for a couple months. It hasn't been that long at all.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, you can definitely see like the improvement since I mean, not so much the improvement, but more of like your stream has changed. So it's like me and you start talking at work, and it's like
Oh,
you're
it's
like, okay, I
definitely
need to
changed. I've
set.
only changed my name like what, 2-3 times
Yeah,
now.
you changed your name since we met at work. You changed your name. You've gotten a TikTok for your stuff. You're getting new artwork done for your channel.
Yeah.
We're starting a podcast. You got a streaming schedule. Like, hopefully, I think so.
I do have it on there now. It is on there.
You got your highlights put up on your channel.
I
Like,
do.
so like it's a lot of stuff has changed. I mean, a lot of stuff's changed my channel. I'm trying to anyway. We have us as like channel recommendations, so that hopefully any fans we get can move to cross back and forth to help each other out and do this as a team type
Yeah.
effort
Yeah.
situation. It just unfortunately that we have the worst schedules combined to actually stream
Dude,
together.
literally
But
the exact opposite schedules. This guy can't do squat at night. I am a night owl. I do everything at night. Every single time I stream.
I take the morning shift, so if you guys want to watch us stream, be
Yeah,
again on Twitch
this
in the
guy's
morning.
taking the morning shift, and I'm on night shift duty. Dude, I hop on every Friday. I get home from work, and I'm on there from like 10:15 or 10:30 to like 4 a.m. every night, or not every night,
Yeah.
just Friday nights. But like
I'm on
literally exact
I'm on,
opposite schedule.
yeah, I'm on every morning, besides Saturday and Sunday usually.
This guy also
If
has
I
a lot
am
more
on, it's
time to
random.
stream and everything. That's
Just in the morning.
that's
just
a
in the morning.
whole other topic in and of itself,
Yeah.
is time management. I mean, like, kind of going back to what we talked about in the beginning, like you just you have work and you have streaming. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing else really that you do that's taking up your
Okay.
time, right?
Wow.
I know. I'm asking you. Is
I
there?
mean, I gotta spend time with I spend time with my wife. Like we have the worst schedules to kind of spend time with each other because in the morning we wake up at 5. She's it's around like
5
yeah, it's
a.m.
around like 5ish or so, at 5:30. I wake up, get her like breakfast and stuff ready because she's like really hard to get up. She gets really tired. She has kind of trouble sleeping here and there. So she has to get up and get ready for work, and then I just kind of help her out, make her breakfast and all that, and then take care of the dogs, take care of the cat, uh, make sure that I have like my food because I'll forget to eat. So that like, and then she'll leave around like 7, 8 o'clock. So I'll get ready and then start streaming from that. But then I'm on until like 11:40, 12 o'clock, and I'll go to work. And I don't come back till 10, and then we immediately go back to bed. Like we'll see each other probably for an hour, and then we immediately go back to bed. So any
Yeah.
free time I have, I would prefer to spend with her, and so we can actually say, "Hey, how's it going?"
Right. Yeah, during the summer times, you end your stream at 11. That's when I'm waking up.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime I've woken up, I see that you're streaming, and by the time I click on it, you're already done because I'm getting out of bed at like 12 or 1 p.m.
Yeah, I'm an like I used to do the night stuff. I did the 24-hour stream. It was like one of my first streams, which was
Oh,
really rough. Eventually, I
oh,
do want to do another 24 hour.
dude,
Uh,
nah.
I it's gonna be fun.
Fun is a lie, but go on.
Yeah. Well, at least like to at least do like a huge long stream, like maybe a 16 or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh, but I mean, something like that would be fun, I think.
I did. I did a 6 to 8 hour grounded stream with my brother Jonathan one time,
Oh
and
yeah, that's
that was
easy, dude.
rough. That
Dude,
was
that's
rough.
easy.
Well, because you got to remember, I'm doing this on night shift. So
Yeah.
whenever I say 6 to 8 hours, I get on. We got on at like 10, and then didn't get off till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
Like
that
I
makes
was
sense.
rolling out of bed and the birds were chirping. So,
Yeah, the 24-hour one, dude, it hits different. Like
dude,
once you hit the like 15 hours, it was like, damn, holy shit. I feel like I'm gonna die. Like the bad part too was there was no sunlight when I was doing that, so I actually got
mhm,
sick because my body was up for 24 hours. I wasn't drinking
uh,
any vitamin D or anything healthy. I was
mm,
drinking some water, but most of it was like tea,
yeah,
and it was consistent. And it was like also like some energy drinks,
yeah.
and I got sick from it, and I don't recommend it to do it unless you're doing
Yeah, I
like
want to do another one, but I don't recommend it from other
it.
people.
It helped me a lot on Twitch. It because
Oh, I bet, dude.
once you hit a certain time, you see different people from different sides of the country come in,
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from America," and they're like, "Why the hell are you up?" Like,
right?
like this usually switches over to a whole different type of group of people by the
Yeah.
time we get on.
That's like the biggest thing I've noticed about streaming on Twitch is like it's not so your content yourself does affect the people that you pick up, but really the biggest thing about trying to gain followers is you just have to do it long enough till the people that are going to enjoy your content see it. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's it's literally all
Oh yeah.
streaming is just a waiting game. It's a
Oh yeah.
waiting game to find the people that are going to enjoy what you push out because you could change oh so much what you push out, but you can't change your own personality or it's
Oh
very
yeah.
difficult to do that. So
Yeah.
it's really and that's kind of like just my newbie experience of it is like it's just waiting to find those people that enjoy
Enjoy
your
your content.
personality and your content
Yeah.
that you're pushing out and that's where you're going to gain your followership.
I also feel like it has like for me personally, I don't it's gonna take longer for me because I'm not gonna sit there and play a game that I can get 20 plus people watching if I don't enjoy the game. I can't force myself to play this game. If it's not
Yeah.
good, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah. No,
One of
same.
my favorite Twitch streamers of all time, Asmongold. That's how he is, and he's like, I don't. He even, I'm pretty sure he even said it. I mean, don't quote me on this, but like, uh, that's how he plays. He doesn't really recommend for smaller streamers, but if you want to enjoy streaming,
Well,
like that's what you got to do.
yeah,
Like play what you want, and hopefully the people who enjoy watching you are there no matter what game you're playing, or
yeah.
if you're just sitting there talking and watching videos.
That's like the biggest way that content creators just gain a followership is and that's like the difference between big content creators and small content creators is big content creators like they're doing this for a job. So
Yeah,
they're getting the newest games, the latest games, everything that's coming out that's new, they're getting it and it doesn't matter if they like it or not, they're going to play it because people
yeah,
want to see that content.
yeah,
So, when it's your job, it's a little bit different. So I
yeah.
can
That
understand that.
yeah, that's
Anyways,
true.
trying to get back on topic again. Question 3. What was your first gaming system?
I believe so. I don't ever remember having them separate from each other, but I had the first Nintendo that they put out, and the Sega. at the same time. Like we
Mm.
got it literally the same day. My mom, huge gamer. Like she plays GTA 5 now. She's 48 years old. She plays online sometimes.
Damn.
She plays Destiny 2.
Damn.
She has every single PlayStation in her house.
Damn.
Uh, I think she just bought the PlayStation 5. But she really got me into gaming, and I believe those are the two I really like focused on because two different type of games.
Yeah.
Like you literally had Sonic on one, Mario on the other, like two iconic characters,
Mm.
battling with each other also. And I think I moved up Nintendo until the PlayStation though,
Mm.
and eventually I became an Xbox person.
Yeah.
Support, yeah.
That's that's kind of how it went for me. So, let me think here. Okay, gaming system. My first gaming system, I don't remember which one we got first. We had a Wii and a GameCube. We had both. So, we were
The
rocking.
GameCube came first.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember which ones we bought first
Oh, okay.
cuz
Sorry, sorry.
I can't I don't remember a time where we didn't have both. That we had both of those growing up, but we didn't use the GameCube much because a lot of the GameCube games you could actually play on the Wii. So like Mario
Yeah.
Kart, we played on there. The Super Mario Bros. On the Wii, by one of my favorite games known to man. That game is so much fun,
Dude, Wii Sports, dude.
dude. Wii Sports, oh my gosh, I played that for hours. Wii Sports was like one of my favorite games. Oh, what was another one? Shoot, Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I
That's
played that
one of
game
the
hard.
I think that's one of like the community says like one of the best games.
It's by far, in my opinion, it's the best Super Smash Bros. Game. I know that they've
The
come out with newer ones and on the Wii U,
the
yada yada
Wii U one
yada.
flopped so bad.
Dude, the Wii
It
U, I'm not gonna
dude.
lie, I love the Wii U. Like if I could get one, I would, but they're just
My
expensive.
my mom has one just to play Zelda.
Those things are fun. But yeah, so I had the Wii and the GameCube. From there, my aunt gave us a PlayStation 2,
Hmm.
and then we had a PlayStation 2. We had Medal of Honor Rising Sun on there.
Medal of Honor. Oh yeah.
That was fun. I
Medal
played.
of Honor. I think it's Call of Duty or Medal of Honor did a Brotherhood.
Mm,
Um, that is if you haven't played that one, highly recommend that one. That one is a huge. Yeah, I think it was like one of the first ones that you did the 2v like the split screen
yeah,
that they showed the co-op thing. It was amazing.
yeah. But we had that on there. Uh, I can't remember to save my life any other game that we had on there. The names of them at least. There was like an ATV game where you rode dirt bikes and
Oh
ATVs
God.
around. And like it was that one was fun because one of the maps had a train that was on the map. So I love to just floor it. Dang, calm down.
Insane.
I love to floor it down the tracks straight at the train and hit the railing on the front and just shoot off into space.
Jesus.
So much fun. I can't remember
Yeah.
any other game that was on there because after
I
that
mean,
we got an Xbox One, and that's when I was introduced to Halo,
what a
Call of Duty.
huge. Oh wait, the first Xbox?
Yeah, an Xbox One.
Well, there's an Xbox One and then there's the Xbox.
Oh yeah, no, not the Xbox. It was an Xbox One,
Okay, I'm gonna say
just a standard
so
Xbox
you
One.
skipped 360.
Yeah, I never had an Xbox
What?
360. Yeah,
Dude, 360 was so good.
it went Wii, GameCube, PlayStation, Xbox One, and then I bought my own Xbox One S, and then I bought my own computer and built it
That
myself.
what a jump though. PlayStation 1, you don't even go play. Did you wait? You got
PS2,
PlayStation 2?
PS2.
So
Oop.
you don't even get a 3 or a 4,
Nope.
and then you jump straight to Xbox One.
Yep.
Not even the 360.
Mm-mm.
What a dramatic jump
Yeah,
in
dude.
between.
And let me tell you, playing games on like the Wii and the PlayStation 2 and then jumping to an Xbox and playing Halo,
Oh,
the
yeah.
remastered version.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. Like I'm not joking when I was sitting there and I think it's the select button you could press and it would
Yeah.
pull you between the old graphics and the new graphics.
Yeah.
I sat there. I barely even played the story. I was just in there click Click. Just watching the transition between those older graphics and the newer one, and just seeing how good it was.
First Halo game, right? Playing.
Yeah, I played
There's
all the way through the first game because we got it from I think it was my uncle, and he had bought I forget what pack it was, but it was basically all the Halo games at that time were in that pack. So I played.
I think it's the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, Master Chief Collection. So I played the whatever the first one is, all the way up to whatever the latest one is at that time. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really enjoy the Halo series as much as some people would. It felt really repetitive. There was a lot of. It was basically you'd go in and it was like, Master Chief, we're dying and we need help, and then he says, I'll do it myself, and then you just go in and you kill them, and it's like, Master Chief, you died. Psych. New game comes out and he's just in hypersleep somewhere. That's really just the way it was.
Competitive with that. I mean, that's also, you think about it, that's also how the God of War series is. Like, Kratos dies at the end of almost every game.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing about those
he's
type
like,
of
"I'm
games
back."
anyway. Is that's the thing I don't like about the game style. Never mind. That's a whole nother topic. Getting back on topic here. Question 4. That's next week talking right there, Chris.
Yeah,
Shut up.
That is.
All right. Question 4. Where did you start posting content at first? So, like, when you first started, did you just YouTube?
Yeah, I have a different YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
That has a couple videos that I edited.
Yeah.
I only have like 7 subscribers on it, and I ended up the 2 videos I put out got 7 subscribers, and I got like 20 something views on them.
Yeah.
We just wanted to post. It was me and my one of my best friends.
Mm.
We just wanted to post like just videos on YouTube because one of my other friends started streaming on YouTube Red Dead Redemption story, and he would play through it, and he would post it, and he would have like 200 views on YouTube like instantly, and then he was live streaming on YouTube, and he would have about 20 plus people watching him.
Wow.
And I'm like, holy crap. And then he stopped. He just stopped cold turkey because he had a lot of stuff going on. He was switching, I believe he was switching jobs. I think I don't know if you remember this, Tucker, but there was a huge flood that happened in Missouri a couple of years ago. 7 years ago or so.
7 years ago? Oh, 7 years ago is a long time, guy.
Yeah, so there was a huge flood in Missouri. Actually, the United States, really. But in specifically where he lives in West Plains, one of my old hometowns, it destroyed the roads, and he lived in a downstairs apartment, a 2-story apartment. He lived downstairs, and it flooded his room and destroyed so much of his stuff.
Oh, shit.
And so he had to move to a different place. Like, there was literally, like, roads were cut in half because it was lifted off the ground. Places were just destroyed.
Oh, my God.
It barely got touched here at all. But over there, it destroyed. And he kind of just stopped at it after that. And like I said, he had some other stuff that was going on in his life. And he just kind of never wanted to pick it back up. He never wanted to mainly focus on that specifically.
Yeah.
But I saw that, and he really, like, inspired me to kind of do that. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to post it on YouTube. Then I was like, you know what? After that, maybe I'll start streaming.
Yeah.
And I did stream from the Xbox a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you did on Mixer.
Yeah.
But it was so janky.
It's so bad. It was so
It
bad.
was so bad, and so I
remember
eventually
getting
later
like
on-
genuinely depressed that they got rid of Mixer, and I don't know why, because I
Yeah.
used it like a total of 3 times in the period that it was there.
But yeah, after I think after that is when I, like, 4 years after that or so is when I'm like, you know what? I maybe let me post to Twitch. Let me do live streams on Twitch. Tell a couple friends about it, and hopefully they join. And I was getting a decent amount of people. So what about you?
Nice. So, and you're gonna laugh at this. I originally started posting on Instagram.
Hey, I mean, that's not bad.
That is the first place. So my thought process was because I had this Instagram account. I had my main account, which I use. I don't even use that much. I'm not gonna lie. I think the last post I made was almost a year ago, And then I made a second Instagram, and I was like, anytime that I get a funny clip while I'm playing with my friends on Xbox, I'm going to record it. I can't record the audio for it, so I had a lot of missed opportunities on stuff just because I could never record the audio portion, like us talking in the party, because that's where a lot of my content was coming from. Is
I
getting
wish
those.
they would have it
Me
recorded the
too.
audio
I'm not
that
gonna
you could
lie.
just mute if you wanted to.
I like dug into the depths of Google trying to find a way to do it, and just there's
Yeah. No,
you
there's no
you
way.
basically you need to have a capture card so that it's going to your computer, and you need to record from a computer. There's no way on Xbox to genuinely make a recording with party chat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I would anytime that I got a funny gaming clip, I would record it, and then I would download it to my phone, and then I'd upload it to that Instagram account. And I would throw it up there as like just a like I find this funny. Hopefully other people find this funny. If they do, they could follow me on there and then just watch anything that I post there. So I posted there for a while, and then after I built my computer, I was able to start posting it on YouTube because I realized I posted a short one time to my personal YouTube account and got like 3,000 views. And I was like, holy crap, this is something that I need to, I need to start doing
YouTube
this.
pushes that hard.
YouTube Shorts, they push hard. Like, it's ridiculous. So after I got my computer, I started downloading, and I'd still upload to Instagram because that's like my main source. Anything that I try to communicate through, that I communicate it through my Instagram account. So if I'm gonna stream one night, if I have a new video I put up, if I got new equipment or anything, it's going on the Instagram.
Yeah.
That's where I post all my updates for anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too, actually. And also, if anyone, we also have our official Instagram.
We do have
for
that.
the Bot Podcast. So if you do have any questions, you can go there, ask anything you want.
What's it called?
The official, I believe it's the official Bot Podcast, right?
Let me double check. Hold on.
It's either the official Bot Podcast or it's the just Bot Podcast. It does have like the same type of logo that you see, and you should see in the background of like editing that Tucker would do. It has something like that around the line. But yeah, any questions you have for us, like anything at all, we'll write down, and then we'll do like a Q&A video later on about it. And you never know, we might answer your question, we may not. But we're trying to get to it and stuff like that. So
I can't find it, so
it's all good.
I'll plug it later. Okay, so that's basically where I posted at the beginning, and then from there I started posting YouTube, and then I started posting on Twitch after I started figuring out how to make clips on there. So that
I'm gonna cut you off real fast. It's the official Bot Podcast.
The official Bot Podcast. Okay, I couldn't remember if we just stuck with Bot Podcast or if we put the official in there.
Yeah, the official Bot.
Yeah, go ahead and
Podcast.
spell it out for us, Chris. Go on and spell it out for us.
OFFF. OFFF. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We have 5 followers now. Thank you guys.
You got to spell it out so that the listeners can follow to it, because you got to remember, not everyone's watching.
It's OFFICIALBOT. What's so funny?
I'm just
PODCAST. There you go.
Did you spell it?
Yes. There's a little blue robot. If you don't see the little blue robot, then there might be a different channel that's not ours. We're new, so we only have like 5 followers currently, and we only follow 2 people. That's it.
I was about to say, those 5 followers are probably me, you, and like 3 people at work.
Hey, that's okay. We gotta start somewhere.
This is true. Okay, getting us back on topic again. All right. So we'll start probably winding this up. We're aiming for about 40-minute episodes per episode. So final question on here that I got.
Yep.
Question 5. What is your favorite part about posting content?
Honestly, like, this is the most honest question I can put out. For me, it's like, I just enjoy when people either watch my stuff, or I enjoy playing or doing it with someone else. Like, I stopped streaming for a while. And then you were talking about how you were streaming, and that got
Yeah,
me so happy. And I'm like,
I remember
I
that
can't
too.
wait to do this again. And then you started talking about some stuff, and I was like, I know this. I know how to do this. I know what to do in this. I can
Yeah,
help him out with this. I can be like, hey, this is what you should do. Here's this. Here's some information. And then you started using it or streaming a little bit more or doing something like this, and I was like, man, he's gonna take this and go somewhere with it.
right.
Um, I think it's just like the helping people out streaming and just streaming myself and people watching it and enjoying the content. Like just sitting in there, you don't have to. You can come to my chat and say nothing, but if you're sitting in and just watching, that's all that matters to me. That you're enjoying your time, and you're having just watching fun content with me and a bunch of my other friends, just having a fun time.
Yeah,
I mean, that's it for me. I mean, that's all kind of I want to from the whole situation for streaming.
that's
I mean,
fair
eventually
enough.
I'd like to get to a point where I'm like I can make some sort of income from this.
Right.
Uh, but my main thing, like, if I ever get any money, I would like to get to a point where I can do, or at least us for this channel anyway, to do some sort of a charity stream. Uh, I mean, obviously we have to have the listeners and the followers for that, but that
Yeah,
would be such a huge thing to give back to other people. So, what about
fair
you?
enough. Well, I was gonna mention real quick. I remember talking to you about that at work and like seeing the light in your eye just like
Oh yeah.
spark the moment I'm trying to remember what started that conversation because I can't
I
remember what started that conversation. It
I
was
think you were,
I
what
don't know
was
if I
it?
just mentioned that I was gonna stream on Twitch or if I mentioned my YouTube channel and that got you into it. But I don't even remember what the conversation was. I just remember seeing your eyes go, Twitch?
I think
Streaming?
someone else was talking about uh like Twitch or streaming, playing games or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you brung up how you're playing. Oh, we were talking about games, and you brung up how you played Grounded, and then you're like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's what it
stream
was.
Grounded,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, you stream?
Yeah, then
Interesting.
you're
A little
like,
ping.
hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then I was like, man, I someone that I can talk to about streaming and enjoy streaming.
right,
Uh, I had that before with a couple friends, but it fell out because like shit happens, life happens.
right.
One had a kid, and he also had really bad internet and still does. Like he could sometimes wouldn't even be able to stream for the day, like
I remember the
at
days.
at all.
I remember the
Um,
days.
I got him. I helped him get affiliated. I didn't get him affiliated. I helped him. Any fans I had, I would send over there.
Yeah,
And he was sending them my way too. And we had such a great time. And I had two other friends. They were kind of in and out. Didn't know if they really wanted to do it or not. So I was like, yeah, I had that. I'm like, yeah, I really love this. And then it kind of died away, and I was just by myself. And
yeah.
then my other friends that would come into the chat or I would talk to was gone. I mean, as you know, if you're not talking to someone, it's so hard to kind
It's
of hype yourself up,
it
especially
is
even no one's even
very
watching
difficult.
or
Yeah,
talking. It's kind of hard.
it is
Uh,
very difficult, especially if you haven't worked on trying to play by yourself. Those
yeah,
first couple times playing by yourself and just trying to stay interactive with the
it is
people that are
rough.
watching while also playing the game with no one else there and the only interaction you're going to have is people in the chat and that's even if they're going to talk cuz
Yeah,
sometimes you get people that just don't want to say anything they just want to sit there and watch so you
yeah,
have
for
to
sure.
you have to stay interactive you got to be talking about something at all times so like whenever I
Oh
was
yeah,
playing Titanfall I think this was last stream I did I would just that one was easy because I could complain about that game to next year. But like just talking about just trying to make sure that I was staying interactive all the time. So either I was talking about the Titan I was using or how crappy the servers was. It doesn't matter what it is. Just as long as you're talking about something
yeah.
to
You hit.
stay interactive so
I,
that people want to keep watching because if you don't say anything, no one watches.
Yeah, then that's true too. Yeah, if you have to, I've had a lot of experience where I'm just talking to myself, and I'll somewhat be like, "Did you guys see that?" And no one will be there, just because like there's those like it doesn't show that they're there, but there will be times where people would be there, but it's not showing at all that no one's watching.
Yeah.
And I've had those times where, I didn't say anything to this, like me getting this cool headshot, and then someone would post in the chat like, "You just seem like you're not actually enjoying the game." I'm like, like that really stuck with me the first time I heard that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna talk no matter what, and I'll play Overwatch by myself for a story mission, and I'm just like talking shit, like, "Get over here, don't run away from me." Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, they can't get away from us. Like, do stuff like that, and especially if it's a game you enjoy so much, like Titanfall. There's so many little things you can do, like tell the Titans to get away from you. You can name the Titans and be like, "Just me and you, Bob."
Yeah.
And
Just me and you, Bob. The
yeah,
fate of
just
the world rests in our hands,
yeah.
me
So
and Bob.
you have that like that commentation, like commenting on little things that may not seem important to other people. You make it
Yeah.
important. You create this
Yeah.
story in your stream.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes you can't create a story because sometimes you mute yourself and then you don't realize. Been there, done that.
I did that for 2 hours once.
Dude, I did that for 45 minutes and I hated myself. Because I saw people come into the stream. I was like, great people. I'm talking. I'm being interactive. It was like the first time that I was like cleanly being interactive with my audience. And they left. I'm like, bro, what the heck? I'm sitting here talking. I'm being cool and everything. And then I looked down. I think I was about to get up to go do something. And I was like, all right, let me mute myself. Why is it already muted? I've been muted for 45 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that
I
was like
think
a face palm and a half.
That's honestly another thing. Trying to keep that audience is so hard,
Yes,
especially
agreed.
if you're switching over to a different game.
Yeah.
I probably play like 3 different games a day when
Yeah.
I stream, just because. I mean, some of the games I play are super consistent and competitive.
Mm.
So I'm getting my ass kicked. If I don't enjoy it for the day, I don't want to play it for that long. So I'll move on to something else.
Yeah.
So and some people would really like. Currently, I have a game I'm playing called DKO, and they really. I'll get like 6 people in there, 7, 8 people.
Yeah.
I've had at one point, and they really love that game. They want to keep the community alive, and I love it too.
Yeah.
But then if I'm losing like 3 or 4 games, I'm like, guys, I'm gonna hop on something else. I really don't want to play this. And they're like, okay, sweet. And
Right.
uh, they're like, okay, we'll see you later. And like they only want to watch DKO, and that's perfectly fine. Uh, and I have a couple people who do stay and watch me on the next stream. They'll talk about the next game and all that. But I mean, it's hard to get that audience when you have like certain communities only like that game. They don't want to go watch something else. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I mean, I have that same thing. If I'm watching someone play a
If
certain
they're not
game,
doing
I
what
want to watch them play that
yeah,
certain game.
and if they're not, then it's like, I'm gonna go watch someone else.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
I completely understand, and it's completely justified.
Right. All right. Well, swinging it back to what the question was, because you answered it and I never did.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, it's all good. That's the point of what we're doing. But what is your favorite part about posting content? I could give you the same answer now that I started with whenever I started doing this. I enjoy trying to find content that other people find enjoyable. And whenever I post that and I get feedback back that either helps me find stuff that people enjoy more, or if they really enjoy that, I enjoy that feedback portion. So I enjoy making content that other people find enjoyable and posting that out and getting people's reactions. So like
Oh yeah.
there was when we did that Valorant stream like a couple weeks back,
yeah.
I posted one of my videos and it like blew up. Like
Yeah, it blew up.
3,000
And
views.
let's just
7
make that in mind
chats.
too. Blowing up for us is like
Oh yeah.
anything over a couple 500 is like. Oh
Okay,
my
hold on.
God, that's
Whoa.
insane.
You got
1,000
You got to
is like,
rewind
holy
there. You got to
shit.
rewind there. This is on YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts, anything
Yeah.
over 500 views is blowing up. Anywhere else,
Yeah.
YouTube, people watching Twitch clips, anything like that, blowing up for me at least, anything over 5 views, that's blowing up. But specifically YouTube Shorts, that's where I posted it, and it blew up. I had like 3,000 views and like 7 comments, and most of them were like,
Oh yeah.
most of them were like, yeah, no, like that's not cool at all. But like going in there and like seeing the ones that were the people that were laughing or enjoyed like the time that I put into that clip, that's what I enjoy. I enjoy making it for those people that enjoy that portion. Like, it's cool going in and seeing people like arguing in the chat about whether it was cool or not, but then seeing those comments that are like, oh well, I love this sound you used, or like
legitimately
yeah,
actually like what you put
yeah,
out.
or like this clip
Yeah.
is funny as hell. Like seeing that's what I enjoy. I enjoy that portion of it.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. I mean, if you have 100 people in your comments saying, "Oh,
I wish."
cringe, terrible," and then that one person just goes, "This video is really good. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked how you did this." I mean, I feel like the whole thing's worth it then.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about if someone's shit talking you about it? Like,
Right.
don't watch if you don't enjoy it, then dude, don't watch it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
if
not
you don't
meant
enjoy
for
it,
you. It's
bye.
meant for the people who actually enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to continue to stay here and say cringe or whatever in each video, like, hey, I appreciate you watching.
Right. Yeah.
So,
But yeah. All right, guys. Well, to wrap things up, we're a little bit over time already. That's all the questions we have. Is there any like last minute stuff you want to throw out there, Chris?
and if you enjoy, go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere we're posted content. I mean, we're trying to post it on more different like platforms. At the official Bot Podcast on pretty much everything. So go ahead and follow, subscribe, anything that it does. I don't know all the platform things that does it on there, but I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you later.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you've been listening on Spotify or watching too, if you guys have been listening on Spotify, make sure to give that a follow and share it to your friends. If you've been listening on YouTube, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and also share it to your friends. This has been your introduction episode. I'm Tucker.
I'm Chris.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.
See you.